to having broken my price range is lower. Now I'm knocking like Jehovah.
Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the
That incredible performance was from Skylar Cole, singing our national anthem.
This for my city, this for the top, this for the top, this for the win, this for the win, this for the crown, this for the crown, this for my homies and bitches, they know that I love them, I got them all holding it down.
And we've been waiting for this day for a long time. It's opening day in the NBA. Thanks, everyone, for joining us here in the start of a new season. This is Kevin Harlan with Greg Anthony and Doris Burke. Also joining us from the sidelines, David Aldridge. And a look now at the Boston Celtics' upcoming schedule. On Thursday, they'll tip off a road trip in Washington where they'll take on the Wizards. And then on Saturday, they continue the road trip, heading out to Detroit. They'll take on the Pistons.
And Kevin, I think you have to look at this as an opportunity to take a step forward. Sometimes tough road trips can bring the best out of a team and bring you closer together.
So with Horford sitting on the bench, here's the 5 for Tom Thibodeau right now. LeBron James is out there with Howard. Then it's Donovan Mitchell. Then there's Jaylen Brown. And it's Brunson in at point guard. And for the Celtics, we've got Richmond. Malone is out there with Hudson. Then it's Johnson. And it's Gasol. And at the 5, home in the paint. Here we are, Greg, in Game 1 of the NBA season. How does opening night feel different from the rest of the season, the rest of the schedule?
Well, Kevin, it's the excitement of the unknown. Everybody comes in with the highest of expectations, right? You got new teammates, some new wrinkles, still a lot to figure out and shake out over the course of a long season.
So it's Johnson who brings the ball up for Boston. Second chance shot. And it's Malone missing.
Well, we didn't see the same kind of control we're used to seeing from him. This guy is usually a tremendous finisher.
Mitchell finds Brown. Launches it. And there's Mitchell. That's good on the assist by Brown.
Boy, how quick from the touch to the release for Donovan Mitchell. Look out, defense.
Johnson surveying the floor. Uses the glass to finish the layup.
And when you have this kind of size as a point guard, what a tremendous advantage. Magic can really match up with all 5 positions.
Now here's James. Howard setting the pick for James. And slammed in by Howard.
There is an imagination, a creativity. This guy's passing drives the offense.
And in the first, a little over a minute and a half in. Brunson against Johnson. Pass to Gasol. Here's Hudson. Richmond left side. Down to 5 on the shot clock. A tad short, but it's good off the front iron.
Poor design there defensively. They know he's a knockdown shooter from that spot.
That's not coming with the right mentality. The defender neither closes the space nor challenges the shot. That's frustrating as a coach, boy. Well, he's such a good athlete for a center. It's how he's able to succeed despite being one of the smallest 5s in the NBA.
Celtics have gone 2 for 4 from the field so far today. Johnson with a screen on Mitchell. Outside, Malone. Pass to Gasol. Richmond outside. Hits the three-point bomb. Richmond's got 5 now.
And what about the way Gasol sees the floor? So gifted at whipping the ball all over to the open man.
And we've got our 2K insider, Shams Charania, on the line. Shams, what's the story?
Well, guys, a big story this summer was Jalen Brunson signing a team-friendly extension, leaving an unprecedented amount of money on the table, but providing the Knicks with the opportunity to lock in this tight-knit core and contend in the East at the highest levels for years to come.
Wow, a team to be reckoned with. Shams, thank you very much for the report. That gives them the lead. Richmond's got a couple of threes now in the first for the Celtics. Knicks trail by 3. And while we've got a moment, let's send it over to our terrific reporter, David Aldridge. David?
Thank you, Kevin. I caught up with Coach Joe Mazzulla. Now he's worried it's going to be one of those nights when Donovan Mitchell just goes off. He told me it's like guarding a ticking time bomb. You never know when he's going to blow up, but you're anticipating it. So Coach is expecting the best out of his team, preparing for the worst. Guys?
All right, David, thanks. And the timeout called here by Tom Thibodeau. He wants to check in with his team and regroup. New York's gone 1 of 3 from beyond the arc so far in the game. Mitchell passes to LeBron. Howard with a screen on Malone. Here's James. Wow, hammering it in.
LeBron James, ever the showman, with an exceptional slam there. One of the best dunkers in the history of the game.
And great camera work showing up on the AT&T 5G Slam Cam. Now, here's Johnson. Gasol inside. He's guarded by Howard. Richmond against Mitchell. Richmond no good. Knicks trail by 3. Brunson, left side. Pass to James. Howard with a screen on Malone. LeBron with it. Gasol covering. These Boston Celtics are unquestionably a top-tier offensive unit.
Stupendous shooting, excellent instincts with the ball. Yeah, they are a model offense in many ways, making it tough for many teams to keep up with it. And the defensive prowess of Howard is simply phenomenal. Not only a shot-blocking master, but his mere presence alone makes shooters incredibly nervous. All the officials are all over that one.
The Celtics shooting their first free throws of the game right now.
At the line,
and that one falls for Johnson. Well, Greg, Boston didn't just win the title. They won their 18th NBA championship in style.
No series went more than 5, going 16-3 in the postseason, Kevin. Half of those wins were by 15 or more. The Celtics really weren't even challenged during that title run.
The kick out to Brown. Shot clock at 6. And taken away by Johnson. To the inside. It's tipped. It's stolen by Brown. Here's Mitchell, and that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle, and 2 shots coming up.
It can be an overlooked aspect of his game, but Donovan Mitchell excellent at getting to the free throw line. That's because of the pressure he can put on your defense.
Doris, one of the more relentless players in the NBA, Donovan Mitchell.
Kevin, what I love about him is he loves the lead role. He feels very comfortable carrying tremendous responsibility on the offensive end. Donovan, one of the more confident players you'll meet.
And it's in there. Johnson's got his 3rd basket of the night.
And that's another thing that makes Gasol such a special player. His passing is simply extraordinary.
Here's LeBron. And Boston with the rebound. First chance here in their inaugural game of the season to go up against New York.
Yeah, and they're hoping for a better showing against this club this season. Last year they came out on the losing end.
Richmond no good.
And on an open look like that, he's very gifted at making the weak coverage pay.
Brunson finds Howard. Howard with a screen on Richmond. And Brunson has it in the corner. Lets it go from the wing. Good, and the assist goes to LeBron.
Yeah, we talk about having a high shot IQ. Jalen Brunson, just 4 shots. You want to mid-range jumper, he's more than content to take it.
Now here's Richmond. 8 points for him. Harper up top. Brunson covering. 3 on the clock. Gasol. It's sent back by Howard.
There's a reason Dwight Howard has so many all-defensive teams to his credit. Good night with the block.
Shot clock at 3. Richmond with the bucket. Richmond's got 10.
Well, I absolutely love the way this guy has controlled the pace tonight. They've been able to play the style they want.
Randall with a screen for LeBron. Pass to Randall. Now here's Howard. Now here's Randall. He has yet to score. Here's James. Got it. Good job in the low post.
And making it look easy. LeBron overwhelms the defense inside.
Johnson against Mitchell. Johnson, the pass to Harper. Back to Johnson. 6 to shoot. Gasol, a screen on Mitchell. Johnson can't hit. And so James will bring it up for the New York Knicks. They trail by 3. Kicks it out to Mitchell. Brunson outside. Randall with a screen for Brunson. And he hits it to tie the game up. He has 5.
Such an intelligent basketball play by Jalen Brunson. This guy understands how to get himself going in pick-and-roll action.
And we've got a timeout from Joe Mazzulla. Wants to talk some things over. Might be seeing some things to adjust. Johnson, he's checked in for Boston. And New York with a change here, too. Halliburton's checked in for Jalen Brunson. Austin with the ball. Back to Harper. Pass to Gasol. Halliburton with the steal. Johnson against Mitchell. Halliburton right side. Randall outside. James with it. Just 5 on the clock. Over Johnson. Another miss by LeBron.
Well, certainly not the best defensive effort, but this guy can't make them pay for their laziness.
Johnson, the pass to Malone. Randall with the block.
How about the timing? The rejection by Julius Randle. Read that one beautifully.
Halliburton kicks to Randall. That's good, and it's Halliburton with the assist. And the Knicks lead by 2.
And really, it's been a major aspect of their offense in the early stages here. Their success working the ball inside and getting points from close range.
Now, here's Harper. Still yet to score. Count that one.
And I enjoy watching Harper as he fends off the contact. Awesome at just finding those little cracks in the defense and exploiting them.
Johnson against LeBron. Here's Howard. And slammed in by Howard.
How about the big guy attacking the rim? The throwdowns are loud and emphatic.
Pass to Malone. Over Randall. Malone can't hit. New York's gone 2 of 4 from beyond the arc to start the game. Howard dishes to Mitchell. Howard setting the pick for Mitchell. The jump hook. And so the ball out of bounds. Howard touched it last.
And checking out numbers for Tyrese Halliburton. He's coming off an excellent season. He averaged about 20 points a game, 11 assists and 4 rebounds. And what a luxury for them to have someone like him who can absolutely fill it up coming off the bench.
I love it. He knows they're looking for him to bring immediate offense, and he very rarely disappoints.
Hammers the alley-oop through.
On a roll here tonight. Richmond with a lot of offensive tools, and he is happy to show them off.
Pass to Howard. Now Halliburton. New York moving the ball around. Here's Mitchell. And that comes off the assist by Dwight Howard. And it's 6 points for Donovan Mitchell.
This is what makes him so dangerous. He's not just a shooter, Donovan Mitchell, adept at scoring in the paint.
Here's Richmond. That's the 6th make from the field. He's taken 9 shots and missed but 3.
All right, defensively now, you've got to find a way to slow this guy down because he's putting it to you.
Halliburton against Harper. Halliburton passes to Randall. And here's Mitchell from the arc. And Boston with the rebound. Right side Harper. Inside. Here's McGinnis. Second chance effort. No luck that time on the shot that would have put them on top. On the wing, Mitchell. He's covered by Richmond. It's deflected. And Harper slams it in.
Well, if you don't take care of the ball, fellas, that's what can happen.
Absolutely, Greg. That makes the turnover even more painful.
At the end of the day, though, it's 2 points. Don't hang your heads. Let's get refocused and play with more patience.
Here's Halliburton following the bucket by the Celtics. 4 on the shot clock. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
This is where Halliburton keeps you off balance. Defense never sure if he's going to make a pass. That time he up-fakes you into a foul.
Taking 2 shots.
Halliburton hits them both.
You can tell when he steps to the line the kind of confidence he has in himself. It's written all over his body language.
Outside Harper. And play stops. Whistle on what looks to be an illegal screen.
And not the most common call you'll see in the NBA, but hard to argue that pick wasn't illegal.
It is really difficult to get your feet completely set, to stay completely still. It's almost surprising to me that it isn't called more often.
Tie game in Boston. And don't go away. We'll be back momentarily. And we hope you're enjoying the game. Both teams tonight keeping things pretty even so far in the scoreboard. When you consider how the Celtics are doing, guys, what jumps out to you stats-wise?
Well, they use the fast break to generate some easy buckets before the defense could get set.
And we know this. Every team in the league now seems to be looking to play with pace.
So with Howard sitting on the bench, here's the 5 for Tom Thibodeau right now. The big men on the floor for him, Anunoby and Randall. Tyrese Halliburton is out there with Jalen Brunson. And it's White in at the small forward position. Now here's Brunson. Following the shot by Mitch Richmond. Randall kicks to Brunson. Oh, muscling it in. Brunson.
And you see the aggressiveness and the absolute refusal to be intimidated inside. Jalen Brunson, a big-time finish.
And talking about the Knicks, GA, do you feel they took a step forward last season?
I do. I mean, losing in 7 in the conference semis with all the injuries they had, that really kind of set them back. They ended that game 7 with the Pacers missing 4 of their starting 5. So, no doubt, expectations will be high.
Here's Randall. Mitch Richmond picking up that last basket. And a wide open look for Halliburton. A three-pointer off the mark. And Boston has possession. Richmond dishes to Harper. Randall against Chandler. And here's Harper from the arc. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. Now it's a 3-point Celtic lead.
Really well done there. Just confident and composed, never in a hurry.
And Tom Thibodeau decides to call. Timeout. He's made the decision. He wants to huddle up with his guy. And some changes here for the Celtics. Noah comes in for Chandler. And Hudson subbed in for Johnson. And a switcher also for New York. Brown's checked in. Halliburton on the wing. The kick out to Anunoby. Back to Halliburton. And he converts the layup.
Well, you love when guards are unafraid to get to the painted area and finish. Go ahead, Tyrese.
Harper the pass to McGinnis. Pass to Richmond. Here's the 3. It's rebounded by Anunoby. New York trailing. Randall kicks to Anunoby. Halliburton against Richmond. And here's Brunson. Outside for Halliburton. Here's Anunoby. No good on the 3. Boston's gone 1 of 2 on 3-pointers here in the second quarter so far. Hudson the pass to McGinnis. Richmond with it. He's covered by Halliburton. The rebound by Halliburton.
Let's give some credit to the defense for how they're guarding this guy right now because they're refusing to let him get comfortable.
Let's check in with our reporter, David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin, as always with Tom Thibodeau teams, they are level-headed. He said of his Knicks, we want guys to sacrifice and put the team first, but there has to be that belief. When your best players have it, your entire team ends up having it. We know if we stay disciplined, we'll have a chance to win. Kevin?
A very good chance, DA. Thank you. Guys, 7 times the lead has changed hands here now.
Yeah, and that number... top double figures before it's over.
Now here's Brunson. He has 7. Outside for Randall. That falls. Nice feed that time from Brunson. Randall's got his 2nd bucket of the night.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Pass to Richmond. Back to Harper. McGinnis with the screen on Brunson. Harper, no good.
Boy, he won't miss many from that spot. The defense gets lucky there.
Oh, that's blocked. And it's out of bounds to the Knicks as New York retains possession. Boston making a switch here. Malone's checked in. Donovan Mitchell's checked in for New York. And the timeout called here by Tom Thibodeau. Looking for a breather and maybe just 1 or 2 things to talk about. Trains it from beyond the arc. Mitchell's got the lead up to 4 now for the Knicks.
Well, Donovan Mitchell, a 3-level scorer, and fires away from deep with reckless abandon, folks.
Hudson against Brown. Here's McGinnis. Nothing on the board. And then Malone with the dunk.
Oh, the D is at fault there. You can't let Malone get that type of position inside.
Brown the pass to Randall. Greg, we know about the Euro step, but is the decel the next move that's getting more notice?
I think it is, Kevin, and you can see players have quickly incorporated that into their arsenal. It's been fun to watch, man, and I tell you, it creates some uncomfortable situations. I'm not sure who was supposed to be on him that possession. I mean, apparently neither did the defender.
Randall is screen on Richmond. Here's Mitchell.
Oh! Wow. How high was Donovan Mitchell? How pretty was that dunk? My goodness.
Celtics trail by 5. Outside Harper. Malone dishes to Hudson. Richmond left side. That shot off the mark. Randall with some nice D.
Boy, the wheels have definitely fallen off in this quarter. He cannot buy one.
And he just dangles from the bucket after sending that one through.
And you can see which team has the swagger right now. Now, here's Harper. He's got 11. Richmond, no good.
Nothing seems to be going his way this quarter.
Well, not at the offensive end, certainly. He cannot buy a bucket right now.
The ball movement on this run has been fantastic and is a big part of why they've been able to get these good looks.
Guys, what do you think about the offensive approach so far that we've seen for the Knicks?
A lot of high motor play from them in this one, allowing them to kind of charge through the defense and find good looks.
The other thing that's gone exceptionally well for them tonight is the shooting they've displayed from beyond the three-point arc.
Hudson against Brown. No good from Hudson.
Well, seized up just a little bit at the last second. That's when he normally converts.
Halliburton kicks to Brown. No good with the triple. Celtics trail by 10. Johnson outside. To McGinnis. Shot to stop the run, and McGinnis throws it down.
He is just always a step ahead of the defense. Magic runs this offense with absolute precision.
Mitchell outside. LeBron up top, covered by Noah. LeBron kicks to Mitchell. James against Noah. For 3, Mitchell. And Boston with the rebound. Lewis on the way. He's covered by Halliburton. Tries again. It's rebounded by Tyrese Halliburton. New York leading by 8. Kicks it out to Mitchell. Pass to James. Halliburton with it. Brown outside. Now LeBron goes up to the stripe. Rebound by Johnson. Here's Hudson. Scoreless thus far. And the foul called on OG Anunoby.
Timeout.
That's his first foul. And so Joe Mazzulla calls for the timeout. He wants to talk to his guy. Joe Johnson, he's checked in for Noah. And a switch here also for New York. Julius Randle's checked in for OG Anunoby. So it's the Celtics now. 8-point game. Johnson, the pass to Hudson. And it's LeBron James with the rebound. James has got 4 rebounds in this game. Brown right side. Mitchell outside. Back to Brown. Clock at 6. Pass to Randle. Over McGinnis. And the Knicks miss again. And so it's Johnson who brings the ball up for Boston. To the paint, here's Lewis. That's in, coming off the assist from Johnson.
And they've repeatedly probed inside in the first half, guys, and it's paid off.
Lewis against Mitchell. Down kicks to Mitchell. To stop the drought. That's good again. His 7th basket. 7 for 10 from the floor.
One of the real streak scorers in the game. Donovan Mitchell is heated up and percolating.
Lewis misses. The Knicks leading by 9. Doris, the way this Knicks roster was put together, they have a great level of physicality.
Kevin, if you think about it, with the way the rules are starting to trend back toward that level of physicality, they've got an opportunity to be successful. They also have a big-time star in Jalen Brunson, so there's a lot to like about the future.
And here is Johnson following Julius Randle's 3. Pass to McGinnis. Lewis with it.
2 minutes remaining in the first half.
Here's Hudson. He's covered by Brown. That one's in there. The Knicks lead is cut down now to just 10 points with that basket from Hudson.
And despite the hot start from beyond, they've gotten away from shooting the triple.
Now here's James. Randle outside. Pass to Brown. Here's LeBron. Here's Randle. Banked in off the glass. Randle's got the lead up to 12 now for the Knicks.
Boy, there was plenty of contact down low, but Randle assertive and able to find the finish.
Hudson the pass to McGinnis. McGinnis with the screen on Mitchell. Johnson can't hit.
He is too good a shooter, guys, to be left open like that. The defense just dodged a bullet there.
Halliburton finds Randle. New York moving it around. Brown against Hudson. And Brown throws it down hard.
Well, this is where the powerful frame and explosive athleticism of Jaylen Brown becomes a problem for the opponent. Nicely done.
Brown against Hudson. Who is outside. We've got 33 seconds left here in the second. And McGinnis kicks to Johnson. And that one off the back of the rim and in. Johnson's got 10 points in the game.
And he's really shot the ball well, but it hasn't been contagious.
Mitchell passes to LeBron. 15 seconds left in the first half of basketball. Looking to get back on track here and taken away by Johnson. Goes up. And the slam dunk by Johnson.
And they need those kind of plays right now. Smart defense that generates some more.
And so it's the New York Knicks with a 10-point lead. Some breathing room heading into the break. They're feeling very confident, shooting the ball with great efficiency and dictating the pace. And now we'll send it over to David Aldridge, who is standing by courtside. David.
Thanks very much, Coach. This team is still developing. What do they need to do to really reach their max?
Just keep working every day. Give maximum effort, great concentration, and play to win. Make winning plays.
Sounds simple, but I know it's not, Coach. Thanks for your time. Back to you guys.
Thanks, David. And we'll be back shortly following halftime to get the third quarter underway.
Hello and good evening. We are seeing Donovan Mitchell putting in work. Such a consistent offensive force. Off to a hot start, but of course, you gotta finish strong, right, Kenny?
We say it all the time. Run through the tape. No, y'all say that to me all the time. I don't like that.
Yeah, I'm more of an elliptical guy myself.
Ooh, low impact. Good call. Can we power walk through the tape, Jet? Is that an option?
I like that.
And now, how about those first 2 quarters of play? Just a dominating performance for the New York Knicks.
What a playmaker. Mitchell makes everyone around him better. He's an elite scorer, strong defender, making an impact at both ends.
And the scary part is he seems to just get better every year. And that concludes halftime. Now time to send it over to Kevin Harlan as the game's about to resume.
And for those of you just tuning in, thanks for being with us. The second half of this game still to play. It's been one outstanding game from Donovan Mitchell.
Man, he's been running wild on him through that first half. Absolute dynamite on offense.
Boy, he has been shouldering the load. Aggressive, skilled, talented, and thus far unstoppable.
Celtics trail by 10. They've got Magic Johnson. Malone is out there with Gasol. Then it's Richmond. And it's Hudson in at the 3 slot. That's the Boston 5. Now here's Richmond. Good on the shot, and that shaves the lead to single digits. Richmond's got the first points to start out the third quarter for Boston. New York's gone 6 of 14 with the 3 ball tonight. Just a little over 40%. Pass to Howard. Up top, Brown. He's covered by Hudson. And looks like the illegal pick was set. Yep, that's right. That'll get their attention.
Beyond the leaning, you could see his feet weren't set on that screen. Easy call.
You know, he's just leaning a little bit. You try to get away with it, but boy, the official all over it.
Now, here's Johnson. Here's Richmond. The Knicks pull it in. LeBron's got 6 rebounds in the game. Down low, here's Howard. And it's slammed in by Howard.
Dwight Howard has made a living off of dunks. My goodness.
And here... the second half of play. We're just over a minute in. And here is Johnson. Pass to Hudson. Gasol, a screen on Brown. Here's Hudson. Knicks with the rebound. They've led by as many as 14 points.
The edge on the glass is the difference. It's allowed them to build this lead.
Back to Brown. Brunson, right side. Shoots over Johnson. And it's Brunson missing. Celtics trail by 10. Here's Hudson. Shoots from the line. And the rebound goes to Howard. Howard's got his 8th rebound here tonight. LeBron kicks to Howard. Pass to Brown. Howard setting the pick for Brown. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. They get Paul Gasol.
What I love about Jaylen Brown is his commitment to improvement. This guy's worked hard on his three-point shooting. He's worked hard on his handle and his decision-making, and there's still another level to come.
And Greg, we were talking Jaylen Brown making the 2023 All-NBA second team. That was big for him, wasn't it?
Yeah, Kevin, it made Jaylen eligible for the Supermax, signing for that 5-year extension in July of 23. At the time, the largest contract in NBA history.
And here's Brunson. Mitch Richmond getting it to go from deep. Oh, and he pucks it off the glass. Wow. Johnson against Brunson. Now here's Johnson. Defense is right there. Up top, Richmond. 6 on the shot clock. And it's good for 2. Richmond's got 7 now in this quarter.
They are just killing them on the interior.
Brown feeling out a bit. Here's James. He hits the back iron and sinks the shot. And it's 6 points for LeBron.
Yeah, one of the best in the history of the league, just taking advantage of what the defense wants to give him. LeBron, the midi, yes, sir.
And we've got a timeout from Joe Mazzulla. He wants a minute here to get things straightened out with his team. At this break in the action, we can show you the teams that had the most rebounds last season. The Celtics second. Number 5, the Knicks.
I mean, these clubs are almost a mirror image of one another in that regard. You look at the rebounding numbers, really impressive just how physically dominant they both are in the paint.
Richmond with the bucket.
Hey guys, the D has to show a little more fight on the interior than they did on that trip.
Brown outside. Howard setting the pick for Brown. Outside, James. Kicks it out to Mitchell. Yes, that's LeBron picking up the assist. James has got 5 assists tonight.
And this is the game plan for him. He's a big part of their floor space.
And right now, Greg, he is doing a great job delivering for this team. Productive and efficient.
Richmond no good.
And they continue to control the glass.
To the middle. Richmond with the steal. And a fast break now for the Celtics. And it's sent back by Howard.
Dwight Howard at his best, sending it back.
A moment now to hear from our sideline reporter, Hall of Famer David Aldridge. David.
Thank you, Kevin. Jalen Brunson is a very cerebral player. He says he focuses on the little things. The attention to detail has made the game a lot easier. I know what I'm capable of. So as long as I keep working on my craft and keep the same mindset, only good things are going to happen for me. Kevin, back to you.
Good stuff, David. Amazing how far he has come. We appreciate the report. Now Johnson. 10 points for him. Pass to Gasol. Johnson outside. And it's blocked by Brunson. Brown with it. Gasol covering. LeBron outside. Back to Brown. Howard with the screen on Gasol. Brown the pass to Howard. And Howard with the stuff. That gives him a double-double in this one. 11 points and 11 rebounds.
But Jaylen Brown getting better and better in pick-and-roll situations. There's a real willingness to give up the basketball.
Now here's Johnson. It falls for his 5th field goal tonight. Shooting 5 for 8.
Well, the problem is they haven't gotten production from any other spot. But right now, this guy is cooking.
Pass to LeBron. Fades back. And the rebound goes to Pau Gasol. Gasol's got his 5th rebound right now in the game.
Well, they have the advantage, but you still feel like this guy needs to find a way to get himself going.
And with that three, his second of the half, he's equaled his total from before the break.
Howard setting the pick for Brown. Pass to Howard. Back to Brown. That's good. And so Howard with the assist. Brown's got 7 points in the game.
Oh, that's almost too easy for Jaylen Brown. We see you, sir.
And we've got a timeout from Joe Mazzulla. This will give him a chance to discuss some potential alterations. Harper, he's checked in for Boston. And a switcher also for New York. Randall's checked in. Now, here's Harper. 11 points in the game. Richmond, no good.
A good job by him on the glass here tonight. +8 in that department.
In the corner, it's James. James connects from deep.
Dangerous from the perimeter. LeBron is definitely a threat from that corner.
Harper kicks to Gasol. Shot on the wing. Randall grabs the board.
Normally he'll drill that shot, and I'm sure they'll look to find him in that spot again.
No doubt. Very good play call, good execution. Sometimes it just doesn't fall.
And they double up James. On the wing, Mitchell. And the Knicks hit again from deep.
The Spider is attacking right now. Very few guys can score it as quickly or as easily.
Harper the pass to Malone. Harper against Brunson. Richmond for three. Good on the three-point shot. Richmond's got 31 points.
He's shooting the lights out down the stretch, trying to keep them competitive.
LeBron kicks to Brunson. Gasol against Howard. James outside. Back to Howard. 5 on the clock. Mitchell wide open. With 1 on the clock. And it's slammed in by Howard.
And really, there's no reason why Howard can't at least be boxed out. When he comes up with these rebounds, it's night-night for the defense.
Now, here's Malone. Richmond outside. Pass to Gasol. It's rebounded by New York. Howard's got 13 rebounds in the game. Class eating. LeBron dishes to Howard. Now here's Randall. New York moving it around. Such a wide open look. Brunson's got 10 points.
You can see the work Jalen Brunson has put into his game. Boy, the three-point stroke has really come a long way.
Malone outside. Pass to Richmond. There's the three. And he's good on the three ball. Richmond's got 18 points now here in the second half.
And really the scoring this quarter has been just off the charts, doing all he can to bring them back.
Randall finds James. Knocked away. Outside for Randall. James with it. 9 points in the game so far. It's good. LeBron's got 7 now in this quarter.
Well, LeBron James could be absolutely anywhere on the floor. If you want to concede the mid-range, he's more than happy to take it.
Pass to Malone. And here is Harper. Kicks it out to Johnson. To the paint. Brunson scanning the floor. Richmond with the steal. And Richmond with the stuff.
Attacking in transition, the most consistent way to generate easy looks.
The very definition of quality transition offense. If it can end at the cup, it's exactly where you want it.
Here's Randall. Mitch Richmond picking up that last basket. Howard, the pass to Mitchell. Now Randall. He's covered by Malone. Kicks it out to Mitchell. Back to Randall from deep. And Boston with the rebound. Gasol's got his 6th rebound on the night. Harper with the ball. Now defended by Mitchell. Johnson gets the bucket.
And not being as aggressive from the three-point line anymore. They had a lot more attempts in that first half.
Pass to Randall. Now here's Howard. He's defended by Gasol. Randall, a screen on Johnson. And the call is going to be, yes, it is, an illegal screen.
And not the most common call you'll see in the NBA, but hard to argue that pick wasn't illegal.
It is really difficult to get your feet completely set, to stay completely still. It's almost surprising to me that it isn't called more often.
Looking at who's out there now for the Celtics. McGinnis comes in for Pau Gasol. And it's Johnson in for Karl Malone.
Yeah, and they've shown effort and aggression in the paint, really right from the tip. Their rebounding edge right now, massive.
That one's in there. The New York lead is cut to just 9 points on the basket from Johnson.
That's just more for Magic. And for all of his unselfish ways, if he wanted to, this guy could probably score like this on a nightly basis.
Outside for Randall. And Randall throws it down.
Well, if the basket is within reach, Julius Randle understands how to finish.
40 seconds left in the third. Johnson outside. Safety move. And the layup is up and in. Johnson's got 8 points in the quarter.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
Halliburton kicks to Randall. James in the post. Johnson on him. Just 5 to shoot. Halliburton finds James. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. First trip to the free throw line for him in this one. Free throw good, LeBron.
LeBron James taking 2 shots.
And both free throws good for James. 8 seconds left to play in the third. Richmond outside. And no good on the last second attempt this time. And so it's the New York Knicks. Their lead at 11 points to end the quarter. They're pounding the ball inside, and that's where they've gotten their best production tonight. We'll get you back to the action after this break. And a chance right now to show you our State Farm assist of the game.
And he may not be known as a pass-first guy playing out of the 2-guard spot, but he shows here that he can dole out an assist or 2 when he needs to.
Well, having multiple playmakers on the floor makes you a much tougher team to defend.
And as we head into the fourth, we'll see if there's a comeback in the works or if it's more of the same from the first 3 quarters. So with Howard sitting on the bench, here's the 5 for Tom Thibodeau right now. The big men on the floor for him, Anunoby and Randall. Tyrese Halliburton is out there with Mitchell, and it's Brown in at the 3. Now, here's Halliburton, and there's the foul. It'll go on Tyrese Halliburton. That is his first foul of the game.
And really just a great play to sacrifice his body and take the charge.
Now, here's Harper. Pass to McGinnis. Hudson against Brown. That one's in there. The Knicks lead is cut down now to just 9 in the basket from Hudson.
And Hudson, I mean, this is a guy who scored 30 points in a college game with a broken hand. That's why they call him Sweet Lou.
Now, here's Halliburton. Brown outside. You know, Doris, few teams have tried to invite Brown to be a shooter. He's punished them each and every time.
And he's had to put in the work, Kevin, to make himself a legit perimeter threat. And listen, the defense has to make choices. Athletically, this is one of the most gifted players in the league. If you're going to concede anything to Jaylen, it'd probably be the 3-point shot. You think about what Jaylen Brown brings to the table. Elite athleticism, 3-point shot making, attacking the rim in transition, so much to like.
And so it's Randall bringing it up now for the Knicks. At one point, they led by 16. And then Randall seals it in.
Wow, Julius Randle with a little flavor on the finish.
Awesome rewind, courtesy of the AT&T 5G Slam Cam. Harper against Halliburton. Harper the pass to Hudson. It's rebounded by New York. Mitchell kicks to Halliburton. Pass to Anunoby. Lewis grabs the board. Celtics trail by 12. Here's McGinnis. He's guarded by Anunoby. Malone wide open. A three-pointer is right on target.
And from time to time, Malone can make that. The D is going to have to adjust moving forward.
Randall, a screen on Harper. Outside for Randall. That's good. It's Halliburton with the assist. Randall's got 5 points now this quarter.
Well, that's his second three of the game. One in the first half, one here.
Lewis outside. Pass to Malone. Fades and shoots. And off the glass. That one's good.
A go-to shot for Malone. He looks so comfortable and in rhythm from the mid-range.
Halliburton passes to Brown. The 19-foot shot. Bucket is good. And the Knicks lead by 12.
Unwilling to let up even for a moment. That's his killer instinct, just fanning the flames.
One thing I enjoy is watching players who don't pay attention to the score. You lock in on the moment and play the right way.
Here's Lewis following the basket by Jaylen Brown. Here's Hudson. Floats one. Jaylen Brown with the rebound.
This guy just can't find his rhythm, and you look up at the scoreboard, they absolutely need his productivity.
Halliburton kicks to Mitchell. Hudson against Halliburton. That shot is off.
Boy, if you're going up against this guy in this close a range, you've got to defend with everything you've got. A tremendous job defensively.
Outside Harper. Puts up a three. It falls for the sixth time in 7 tries this contest. That's 86%.
You simply must play better defense than that. This guy is too good from distance.
Randall with a screen for Brown. Randall outside. No good off the back of the rim. Celtics trail by 9. Here's Hudson. Pass to McGinnis. Now Harper. Kicks it out to Malone. Here's McGinnis. Second shot opportunity. And good that time.
You simply must put a body on this guy. You know he's going to try to get to that glass.
And the timeout called here by Tom Thibodeau. He has decided it's the right time to talk.
All right, fans, give it up for Celtics Entertainment.
Some changes here for the Celtics. Pau Gasol is checked in for Malone. Richmond comes in for Lewis. And it's Johnson in for Ron Harper. And then for New York, Dwight Howard. He's checked in for Randall. James comes in for OG Anunoby. And it's Jalen Brunson in for Mitchell. Right now, let's send it over to the sidelines and get a report from David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin. Well, during the break, I heard Tom Thibodeau as he talked with the team. He told him it's all about maintaining the lead. He told him he knows it's easy to get comfortable when you're in this position, but that they need to keep the pressure on. guys.
Thank you, David. And there's the call on James. That's his first foul.
Team foul.
Gasol finds Johnson. Back to Gasol. And he drives in. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
And you don't ever want to get into the habit of letting the offense get to the rim.
And some stats here, guys. The scoring breakdown for the Knicks.
And guys, how about the unselfishness and all about working that ball around, shifting the defense, and just seeking out the best shot.
Boy, the long ball has been another point of emphasis for this group tonight. Their shooters are finding open spaces and firing without hesitation.
Ron Harper, he's checked in for the Celtics.
I'll tell you, despite his struggles at the offensive end, this team still finds themselves in control of the ball game.
Johnson. The rebound by James. James has got rebound number 8 now on the night. Outside for Halliburton. Howard, the pass to Halliburton. Back to Howard. Brunson outside. 4 on the clock. Shoots over Gasol. And they force the shot clock violation. Great team. Harper against Brunson. Harper the pass to McGinnis. Richmond with it. Shoots the 3. Boston. No good that time either.
Not quite enough defense that time around. Just lucky he was off.
Third personal foul.
Celtics making a switch here. Malone's checked in.
Onto the floor for the Celtics. Number 45.
And so it's New York with it. At one point, they led by 16. Outside for Halliburton. LeBron outside. That's good. It's Halliburton with the assist. Halliburton's got 3 assists in the game. And so it's Johnson who brings the ball up for Boston. They trail by 9 points. Pass to Gasol. And here's Richmond. He's covered by Brown. Shot clock at 6. Releases. Again, the miss by the Celtics. The Knicks leading by 9. Now here's Brunson. Pass to Howard. Now Brown. Brunson outside. Howard kicks to Brown. A 3-pointer, no good. Boston's gone 2 or 3 in the 4th quarter from long range. Good shooting so far. Got that one up quick. And here's Brunson. It's Howard, top of the key. Halliburton outside and taken away by Johnson. By himself, and then Johnson with the dunk.
In one area where they haven't struggled has been transition.
Yeah, they've had less success when they allow the defense to get set. That's why they want to keep pushing the pace.
Now here's Howard. Halliburton deciding where to go with it. Howard, the pass to Brunson. Shot clock at 5. Over Harper. Brunson, no good. Celtics trail by 5. Richmond with it. Picked up by Brown. Here's Harper. Count it. And he's now 8 of 9 from the floor.
And that's right in his wheelhouse. Looking to make an impact when it counts.
And this is a player who understands when the game is hanging in the balance. He knows it's winning time.
Boston foul. Personal foul. 4th team foul.
That free throw, no good.
Listen, we know Dwight Howard is on the back 9 of his career, but he can still be valuable. This guy is capable of a double-double every night.
The Celtics making a switch here. Hudson's checked in. And the Knicks making a change here as well. Mitchell's checked in. And the foul called on Pau Gasol. That's foul number 2 for him.
Personal foul. 4th team foul.
The Knicks leading by 4. Now Brown. Pass to LeBron. Fades away. That shot is in, just like 6 others have been for him. He's shooting 7 for 15.
You know, put a rough first half behind him. He's absolutely crushing it here in the second.
It's tipped and stolen by James. Mitchell outside. Brunson, left side. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. They get Pau Gasol.
But Jalen Brunson's driving ability just puts such extraordinary pressure on defenses.
Jalen Brunson, 2 shots.
That one falls, so he hits both of them. Austin with the ball. Well, they've got some work to do to cut into this lead.
And no need to get away from the game plan, though. Plenty of time to get back in it.
And so Joe Mazzulla calls for the timeout. He's very aware of the timing here and the significance of getting things squared away with his team. Now, here's Johnson. Pass to Malone. Over James. Again, the miss by the Celtics. New York leading by 8. Brunson kicks to Brown. Howard at the elbow. Out to Brunson. Back to Howard. Clock at 4. Howard setting the pick for Mitchell. They get it back. Back to Howard. New York moving it around. Brown finds Brunson. It's not going to go for him. Now for the Celtics, this one not looking good. Here's Johnson. And he lays it straight in. Johnson's got 22 points.
And his stroke has been dead on from the outside. I mean, inside, outside, it just doesn't matter.
Howard with the screen on Johnson. Brunson stays agile and finds his opening inside.
If Brunson sees any daylight, he's going to attack. Did just that on the drive.
Johnson, the pass to Malone. LeBron with some nice D. New York leading by 8. Mitchell outside. High post, Howard. Brunson against Johnson. James, that's a 2-pointer. And he hits the jump shot. He's got 20.
And it looks like just playing the last bit of this one out in what should be a nice win here for the Knicks.
Well, the one thing that jumps out in this game is the free throw shooting, which they did a much better job at.
Absolutely. A big plus. And oftentimes your performance at the line can be the difference in a game. And I think tonight we saw that.
And it'll go down as their first official win of the new year.
They can chalk this one up, but these two teams will see plenty more of one another before the season's over.
And a lot of players tonight helped contribute to this performance, but in particular, a real good game it was for LeBron.
I think it would be impossible to overstate the influence he had on this basketball game. He was the centerpiece of what they did on the offensive end and the anchor of their defense. That's as complete a performance as we've seen.
And they can just let the clock run out here.
Cannot argue with the W.
Brunson with it. Here's Mitchell. From deep, James knocks down the 3-ball.
LeBron James, 3 points.
So no problem for New York as they get the win. And in the win, a comfortable win in what was, I think, a pretty hostile environment.
It really was. You know, it's never going to be easy on the road, but they didn't have too many problems with that tonight.
And now let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's standing by from the sideline. All right, Dave.
Thanks very much, Kevin. With Julius Randle. And Julius, you get it done at multiple ends. Where does your focus been in terms of approach?
Just taking what the defense gives me. I'm a lot more patient, let the game come to me. Don't really try to force things as much. Sometimes I get out of character, but just try my hardest to let the game come to me the most.
Well, you were a big part of the win tonight, Julius. Thanks for your time. Kevin, back to you.
All right, David, thank you. And that about does it for the first game of the new NBA season. For Doris Burke, David Aldridge, Greg Anthony, and the rest of our terrific 2K Sports crew, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching. And now we present the player of the game, LeBron James.